One of the things that's important to realize with the collar is that when we put it on the dog, and we're going to put it on the dog's side of the dog's neck, we don't attach a leash to it. One of the worst things you can do is attach a leash to this. Some people have done, and then as your dog pulls, and you're using a certain sensation as you pull in, the pressure of the pull plus the stimulation feels higher. It gives them a higher feeling and a higher sensation, and really that will give you a wrong kind of connection with your dog. That's not what you want to do. So never attach a leash to this. I will use a slip rope. I will use a flat collar. I have a very, very nice martingale type thing, which is very soft and very easy, no chain on it, nothing like that. And that is useful to use as well. I don't want the dog to be feeling something from any other collar than this when I'm first starting. In other words, when this is on the dog's neck, this is what I want him to feel. So anything I'm using other than that is just a guide. I'm wanting him to understand and read this. This is the language I want him to have. So anything, I'm not going to be popping, I'm not going to be jerking, I'm not going to be pulling harsh, I'm going to be guiding, I'm going to be showing, I'm going to be helping him through things. Sometimes with my body language, sometimes with the leash, but all the time getting him to understand this language here. I want him to translate it into dogisms so that he understands what I want him to do in the future and guide him into doing the right things. And if you think about it, what are we doing in dog training? We're trying to create good habits. At the end of the day, when I first start with the collar and I'm doing what I call the follow me, you'll see it, it's called come on, and I get them to follow me. The dog may think that is the command. When I start to go to here, he may get confused. He says, wait a minute, come on means follow you. Now what does this mean? You're giving me a tap on the collar and I'm coming into you. This is different. So now it becomes more of a prompt, do what I'm asking you. When we get to sit, where I tap him on the collar and sit, and even if he understands it, he'll say, wait a minute, it meant come on, it meant here. Now what's it got to do with sit? And it becomes a prompt. And sometimes you will find that you have dogs which understand sit, and then you tap them with the collar, sit, and they don't. Because the collar is interrupting the command sequence, and they're saying, well, I hear sit, but I've never had a funny feeling with it. I've never had that feeling with it. I wonder what he wants. The command has changed. So many times with the dogs, give them the benefit of the doubt. Show them sit with the collar as well as the verbal command. Does that make sense? I hope it does, because it's an important one. So many people say, oh, my dog understands sit. Oh, he understands sit. He understands here. He understands down. He may not do when you're tapping him with the collar. And it's important that we get them to understand the collar with every command, with the way I teach it anyway. Okay, so with the collar, all right, we want to put it on the dog, and we're going to put it as high as possible on the side here, underneath the ear. We're going to fasten it on there, and basically we just move it a little bit so it goes between the hair. If the collar moves, it's too slack. If it stays where it is, it's just about right. Usually 1-2 fingers underneath the buckle gives you the right kind of tension. Remember that when you go out, you're going to do training sessions first of all of 5, 10, 15 minutes. That's as much as you need, that the dog can take before he gets tired, before his brain gets full. 5, 10, 15 minutes, even if the collar is a little firmer than you might wish, it's not going to hurt the dog. The dog can wear this collar up to 8, 10 hours without any problem whatsoever. If you do wear it for 8, 10 hours, move it around a little bit, just a little bit to one side, so it's not just in one place, but you can move it to the other side of the neck, you can move it around. And basically, what you're looking at is getting the dog to accept this collar on his neck in a particular place, and it is a translator. It's helping you to give the dog the communication that you require. And let's just go, I mean, I'll try, one of the things which is interesting is hold it in your hands, put it on your legs, put it on your arms, and notice how it changes. I can't feel a 2 on my neck. I can't feel a 3. Okay, I'm on a 4. This is on a 15 levels, okay? And I can feel, and it's funny, it's like a little feathery touch. Tut, 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 tut. I go to a 5. And it's just a little heavier, as though it's now a little bit of a tip of something. I go to a 6. Yeah, now it's making my neck move, okay? So I can go to a 6 on this. It feels a little more on that than it did on my hand. And you might find that when you've got it on your dog, that when you move it around on his neck, sometimes you get a different reaction in different places. So basically, that's the BigLeash. It has a great little instruction booklet to help you. I hope these videos will help you. I hope what we've explained will make you feel comfortable and confident, because there is no doubt about it. I get a lot of clients who get electronic collars, remote trainers, and are nervous about using them. And the thing is, if you go in there and do it sensibly, responsibly, start at low levels, work gradually to teach the dogs things. Remember, you're the teacher, you're the trainer, this is just to help you. Then at the end of the day, you'll come back to me and you'll say, this is the best tool I've ever had before in my life. At one time when I first started training 40 years ago, I used to say, give me a tennis ball and a piece of string and I can train anything. And now I can say, give me a tennis ball, a piece of string, an electric collar, and I can train anything better than I've ever trained before. Makes a big, big difference.